Welcome, everybody, to today's PrizePicks Pick Show. The theme of the day is going to be line shopping, pick shopping, if you will. We mentioned before on this show, you can go over on Underdog. You can use promo code FTN for 100% deposit match up to $100. You can do the same on Sleeper. Use code FTN there as well for $500 free there. Obviously, that's another deposit match. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing this by now, but consider this. This is the time, this is the age in which these sites need to pursue you aggressively. And so they're giving you all this free money. You have the rest of the NBA season. Right now, you can start by depositing both. You're probably already on PrizePicks since you're watching this video. You might not be on Underdog. You might not be on Sleeper. Use FTN on both of those sites. $600 free that you then get to spend playing the rest of the season. That seems like a pretty good deal. And today we have two picks that the value in having multiple different sites to play these pick'em games on is just so impactful. Damian Lillard, first quarter points. The projection on PrizePicks is 7.5. On Underdog, it's already up to 8. On Sleeper, it's already up to 8.5. So quickly go to PrizePicks, hit that 7.5 first quarter pick projection, more on that one. Do the same with Tyrese Maxey, more than 6.5 first quarter points. Again, starting to move on the other sites. It hasn't yet moved on PrizePicks. And both of these guys, you can see Lillard here. We don't think that he's a good pick to go over his full game points prop. We don't think Tyrese Maxey is a good pick to go over his full game points projection either, just 24.6. But both of these guys tend to play all of the first quarter minutes. With Lillard, he gets an additional advantage in the first quarter coming from the fact that Giannis doesn't play a ton of first quarter minutes, seemingly designed to get Lillard in a very aggressive scoring state early. If you recall, once Patrick Beverley went to this Milwaukee team, one of the very first things he said to Damian Lillard was, we need you to be as aggressive in the regular season as you're going to be in the postseason. We continue to see that in the first quarter. He's putting up some really good first quarter scoring numbers. It's why his projection is moving so quickly on the other site. So get to it as soon as you can on PrizePicks before it moves there as well. Now, we never want to do just two pick plays, especially in Underdog. On Underdog, how about this? If you have a two-pick play that you love, and there's not a single other pick that you like, if you could hypothetically choose a coin flip, a literal coin flip for the third pick, you'd still be better off doing a three-pick play than a two-pick play. The exact same thing is true on PrizePicks, but instead of doing a two-pick or a three-pick play on PrizePicks, you're always going to be better off adding at least a fourth, probably even a fifth or sixth once you get into the flex plays there. Here at FTN, we're not just about telling you the picks. We're also here to teach you about how the best way to play on these different sites is. So we're starting with Maxey. We're starting with Lillard. Now let's go to the tool and see if we can find at least a third pick to add to the mix here. And sure enough, Tobias Harris, fewer than 1.5 turnovers, looks incredibly strong, 74%. I think the reason why this is so strong today and why it's so mispriced is because Tyrese Maxey is back. And the projections for turnovers are going to be so based on what a player has done recently. Obviously, the turnover props, the turnover projections are not getting the same amount of attention that the points projections, the rebounds projections, the assist projections are getting. So you're more likely to get a misprice here. With Maxey back, the ball is going to be in Maxey's hands. It means Harris is less likely to turn the ball over. He's somebody who turns the ball over less than 1.5 times, significantly more often than he turns it over more than 1.5 times. And New York is only 22nd in the league at forcing turnovers. So this just seems like an all-around great play. It also correlates quite well with this Maxey first quarter points projection pick because Maxey's doing all the scoring. Obviously, the ball is in his hands. Tobias can't turn the ball over when Maxey is attacking the basket and doing so successfully. So really like this start of 3, Tobias, Maxey, and Lillard. And then there are some other ways that you can go today. In fact, you could even stay in the same game. And notice if you go with Kelly Oubre, less than 1.5 turnovers, you even get some correlation here. And why might that be? Again, if the ball's in Maxi's hands, these guys aren't turning it over. If the Philadelphia offense is running effectively, they're not turning it over. So neither of these guys are. On the other hand, if they're struggling to get into their stuff, if they're not getting enough stops defensively, so they're not able to get out into transition, they're consistently having to face a well set up defense from the New York side of things, then it's also going to be tougher for both of these guys to do what they want. They might turn the ball over a little bit more. And finally, you always get correlation on picks like this in the event of a blowout. Ideally, it would be a Sixers blowout. If they're getting blown out, they're probably turning the ball over. But if the Sixers happen to get a blowout victory here against the somewhat struggling Knicks of late, maybe you get a correlation boost in that way as well. So lots of different ways to attack today. But again, today is all about Tyrese Maxey more than 6.5 first quarter points, Damian Lillard more than 7.5 first quarter points before that moves. So make sure you are doing that on PrizePicks. And remember, today, PrizePicks is the one that has the best projection. Tomorrow, it could be underdog. The next day, it could be sleeper. So get yourself on all three sites so that you can always take advantage of situations like this. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.